Okay, so welcome to this little mini lesson. This particular mini lesson, we're going to focus on a monochromatic color scheme. So we have already kind of visited just the basic structure of the color wheel. We've talked about primary colors, secondary colors, tertiary colors. So that's just basically how a color wheel works. Now we're going to be moving on to monochromatic, which is one color scheme, and it is the color scheme that uses one color plus all of its tints, tones, and shades. Okay, now if I were with you face to face, I'd be showing you up on the board a presentation what all of those tints, tones, and shades looks like. That presentation is on Canvas, and you can flip through there to get a better understanding. But what it is, and we're going to demonstrate that here, and it might be good enough just for you, or just good enough for you, is picking that one color. So you're going to have a base color. Okay, and then a tint is that color plus white. Okay, a tone is that same color plus gray. And a shade is that same color plus black. Okay, and we're going to demonstrate that over here in these little triangles. So how do you approach these triangles? So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to pick a base color. So my example is going to be, I'm going to start with this true blue right here. Okay, remember the name of your pencil is on the side here. It's just the easier one to start with. And I'm going to start by just putting down what my base color is in the center of this triangle. Now just kind of remember, I know we haven't started talking too terribly deep about technique quite yet, but you always want to layer to build up your color, okay? And you're going to need to do that in this in order to build up the tint. So one way you can do the tint is you take your color and you put a really, really light layer of your base color in here. And some of you are going to say, well, that's already a tint because it's light. And I understand, and you're correct with that. However, in colored pencil, when we're working with this medium, we're looking for a surface quality, a certain surface quality, one that is developed and is not using the white of the paper to show the value. You're wanting to develop that value on the surface of the paper. So we're going to grab our white colored pencil, because we know that it's a base color plus white, and come in here and put one more layer on top of it. And this you may only need 2 layers, like so. Okay, and there you have your tint of this color. Now we're going to move on to the shade. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go ahead and put down a nice, oh, there's a bell. Put down a nice light layer of that base color. I'm going to put together a nice light layer of this black. And then I'm going to go over it one more time. Some of this is going to be based on feel and kind of look, how many layers you may need. Depends on how hard you pushed your colored pencil. Okay, and that is your shade. Now your tone, if you look over here, is that base color plus gray. And we don't have gray in our pencil pack. So the way you make gray is going to be by mixing your white and your black pencil plus your base color. So first we're going to establish your gray. So I'm going to go ahead and start, just so that you can see. I'm going to start with a very, very, very light layer of this black. It's a lot of pigment in this pencil, so it's a little difficult to control. So we're going to go ahead and establish that gray by mixing the white with the black. And we're going to take the base color on top of that. And you can start to see the difference in the values of this one color. come back over here like so. Okay. So now you have your triangle that's representing the tint, a tone, and a shade of the base color of this true blue. Now these two right here, I'm going to let you guys do on your own. Just one word of caution. You can use the yellow. It's not a problem, and if you're inclined to, you can try to use the yellow. It is a light color, so it's a little bit difficult to control, especially with the black. But I'm going to let you guys decide. As long as you create a tint of your base color, a tone of your base color, and a shade of your base color, that's how you complete this monochromatic part of your packet. Good luck.